Hey people, Injured here, 53, Judgment of Carrion blue team. We have Monika best waifu with a Chaos Lord, durable and destructive hero, walks through objects and cannot be suppressed, powerful offense and disruption fighting in melee combat. Alongside here, Chaos Lord Solus with an Ordo Malleus brother captain, durable hero, walks through objects and cannot be suppressed, powerful support and disruption, smacking stuff in melee. A curious name for a brother captain, shall we say. Alongside and rounding off the blue team is Person with a Warboss, a melee hero that can walk through objects, very good offense, disruption and support from the front lines. Is this the blood axes or something? It is, they've got caps on. Oh, little ears poking through. Red team, Fear with a Lord Commissar, strong offense and support. Fights in melee combat begins with a refractor shield, can shoot his own fellas in the head to make him fight harder. And they are shooting up a Warboss right now who finishes the cap alongside eM7 with a Farseer support hero that fights in melee combat. Some powerful buffs, debuffs and control abilities. That was her using Fleet to get away there. Firefight in the mid and rounding off the teams, itchyjeve with a Force Commander, very good offense, fights in melee combat, knows a tank, disrupt and support with buffs. On the west side, good old Judgment of Carrion. Don't see this map played very often these days. I quite like it. We've got this weird situation for the mid player where they have to go out and around and across this bridge to get anywhere, which is a little bit frustrating, but hey, it's the same for both sides. Just get on with it. Some Howling Banshees with power weapons, getting on with it. Up against the Strike Squad fellas, there's the We Are the Hammer buff from the brother captain that he starts with, boosting the speed of the Strike Squad fellas and giving them a damage resistance buff. Also gives himself those buffs. I think he gets this. Does he get the speed buff now? I always forget. He lost it for a while, only got the resistance buff for himself. I think he doesn't get it unless he gets the sword. Shooter boys already got their big shooters out. These fellas haven't found them yet. And some sluggers there alongside the Warboss. Fear did not push forward anymore. Trying to hold this contested power, eh? What is his plan here? Generally don't want to fight Orks head on. I guess he has that sentinel to try and keep him safe. itchyjeve hanging back, not wanting to engage Monika with a double CSM on the field and only scouts and tacks. And they have double Eternal War as well. Look at that. 20% more damage. Where is the Chaos Lord? It's capping. Heretics just hanging out. It's very very serene on the west side over there. Here's some Dakar Orks just running over this stuff right now. Not a whole lot Fear could have done until, hey, Catachin's here now. Taking some shots now, trying to make a stand with the Catachin's coming in. Lord Commissar needs to get moving. Wants to tie up or dig into those sluggers. Looks like he's going for the sluggers who do have burners up now. Gives them a health boost and a couple of power weapons, not to mention the actual burners themselves, which can take down generators and stuff. And hey, they could just sit back and burn the guardsmen. That's probably a bad idea. Shield is up and smacking through these shooter boys pretty nicely. He's got that power sword, gives him that lead by example. Gives him what is it? Oh, +2 speed, bloody hell, and special attacks and stuff. Gives him that very nice disruption. I assume it's like, oh hey, takes out those shooter boys. Sloppy there from Person. The CSM bashing power alongside the Chaos Lord in melee, because of course they do. These are poor Nate Chaos Space Marines. And they shoot if they absolutely have to. Here's some Assault Marines going to test that melee, disrupting those CSM. And some Eldar assistance now. Getting some damage onto the CSM. Yeah, need to get out of there. Solus. No, this is not Solus, this is Monika. Gets out of there. Good kill the week to get away. Force Commander took some damage too. Decent amount of pressure. I don't think anything was fully bashed, but has noded this. And should be able to get back out. In fact, has Raptors in play already to defend. Heretics there hanging out too. Shooter boys have been replaced and being given big shooters. Did the Warboss have anything? Nope. What did I just hear? Just heard something. Oh, is this multi-laser turret being built? Sentinel's getting repairs. There's the smoke grenade, defensive smoke grenade from the Catachans, giving suppression immunity and some range damage resistance. Commissar Lord Or Lord Commissar, I should say. Very good timing on that little charge there. Almost gets the Warboss out there, maybe. Yes, goes down. Gets rid of the sluggers, do. Good engagement for Fear here. Atherton's doing a good job. They don't have their improvised explosive, I guess. And a power bash. There's the Commissar execute there, giving 100% damage bonus to these guardsmen now. And they have flamers, so look how quickly they are power bashing. It does mean that they can't retreat, which can be risky. But the damage bonus is really strong for Imperial Guard in Tier 1, because they can struggle to like kill stuff if they don't have catechins and like get into melee, but he seems to be doing a great job peeling off Orks left and right. Double strike squad here. Very much a hybrid unit. You always see the Nemesis focus though. I think there are plans to buff the Cybolt's ammunition. It's not that it's weak, you just I mean, if you have the option to get a dedicated melee unit, it's a very nice thing to have the option to get. So most Grey Knight players or Ordo Malleus players go for it. Howling Banshees with the aspect of fleetness, supported by the Farseer getting in on the strike squad there pretty well. Nemesis focus gives them a health bonus and more melee skill and unlocks their special attacks. There's one of them. Oh, Brother Captain's still in there though, and he's very healthy. Smacks up some Banshees. Level 2, no war gear. Here come double Dire Avengers. Been pinned back there, I think, eM7. But things can turn around in Tier 2 quickly in this game. We have a Vindicare Assassin on the way for Solus. Like seeing those guys run around and shooting stuff. Very elite sniper. Big old damage bursts. Raptors jump back into the path of the drop pod, but they did retreat in time not to be knocked over. Tactical Marines getting out of there. Using their Kraken bolts. 20% more damage to do CSM since they are heavy infantry, and we have a power sword and artificer armor. Good old power sword makes his battle cry even better, and hey, gets a power melee weapon. There's this. It's pressure from the Imperial Guard against the Orks. Still haven't got rid of this multi-laser turret. Rangers up now for eM7. Kind of a support sniper unit. Very cool to use and to see used well. Not very fun to fight against, especially if there's multiple Rangers. Can be incredibly frustrating, but hey, they're up against a master sniper here. The Vindicare Assassin. Did he not kill a Dire Avenger model? You let me down. I said you're a master sniper. Scouts here with shotguns, and they might grenade the node here to get it down quicker. CSM busy capping. These guys are not going to have a good time if they run into this fight. Trying to stay on the outer sides of it. Chaos Lord here for support, and Raptors now should be able to go in. Recognizing the threat, itchyjeve runs off, and Monika has a Blood Crusher on the way. They've decapped this, fully bashed it. Person not running in, which seems bad. I mean, it's not great, but if you don't have the tools to win an engagement or be competitive in it, and with just sluggers and double shooters against catechins and a sentinel and that commissar, of course, there's not a whole lot that person could do there alone. So waits for the assist. That's the right thing to do, and here it is from Solus. Justicar's now up on both of the strike squad fellas. Gives them even more health, I think. Yep, another 15% as you see there. I believe, does he have a power weapon? Looks like that should be a power weapon. He's got that sword there, as you can see. The other fellas have halberds, although by the look of those halberds they should be power weapons as well, and they're not. 407 and 414. That's the cost of balance, guys. Weird Boy's getting shot up already. You gonna cap? What are you up to? Really cool model on this guy. His brain is coming out of his head. He's got those chains and stuff. Eldar have taken the mid back. Pushed back pretty effectively. Vindicare Assassin's hanging out. He's got no XP. He's killed nothing. Does have the Chameleon stealth suit, or however the hell you say that word. Blood Crusher putting pressure on. No anti-vehicle here for itchyjeve. That can change very quick though for a Space Marine player. You can get missile launchers up. And the melter bomb on the assault squad. Force Commander himself can get the Power Fist or act as a multiplier with his For the Emperor buffs. And his Battlecry buffs, of course. Don't see any rush here to get anti-vehicle. Oh, here we go. Missile launcher on the way. 40 power, as you can see. It is not cheap. Boom. Gets a shot on the Blood Crusher. They need to be tied up. There we go. Raptors are on them. Blood Crusher's on them. Very aggressive play here from Monika with the Blood Crusher. You gotta be. If you get a Blood Crusher out, you gotta go for it. Missile launcher's gonna get at least one more shot here. There's the jump. Raptors suppressing on landing rather than the disruption that the assault squad does. They might have been able to finish off those guys if they spotted them earlier. Maybe they would have needed the aspiring champion to do that. Here's a Chimera. And the Sentinel gets an upgrade. Decapping here from Fear with a fully kitted out Commissar, Power Sword, Carapace and Stubbornness. What wants Carapace? Alright. This makes him better. Makes the Inspired Courage nice and cheap and quick to use as well. Here's some Sternguard veterans. Is that double purgation? It is. Incinerators, and these fellas have their side cannons up. Setup weapon. Effective versus all targets. Rending gives you more damage to commanders. We'll see how that does against that Farseer. Some worship here for the Blood Crusher. You should actually repair it if you want to get the health up quick. I'm not sure about the Nurgle worship. Maybe that's good for repairing. What? Oh, something inside the Chimera leveled up, I think. Good boy. Doing some decent damage, as you can see. This does plasma cannon damage, I believe, his basic attack. Is that going to hit? No, it tried to track. An assist here for eM7, but they are off the field and the Farseer is down. This could be a very dicey position for Fear. Could get pincered from two sides if the Orks come in. Takes out the Purgation though, beautifully done. Has plasma guns on the guardsmen. Oh, one of them. Catagens are there. We haven't seen Catagens go into melee. Oh, we're over here now. That's why they're not getting into melee. They are putting bombs down over there. Strat squad trying to stay around way too long, I think. Kind of lucky not to drop a model here. Comes the Blood Crusher. Doing some good damage, like 90 odd DPS, heavy melee. And most of those are rear armies and takes down the Chimera pretty damn fast here. These fellas need to run. Autark assist here from eM7. Drops in with those stunning grenades. And then chops people up with a little power sword. It's not actually is it a power weapon? A default one? I'm not actually sure about that. Very rarely you'll see her stay with her default weapon for any amount of time. Usually she's upgraded very, very quickly to either the spear or the fusion gun. Big old sweeping doom from the Chaos Lord there. Misses to kill the weak and needs to flee. And does get away, Assault squad jump. Thought about going after the brother captain, but they do get the purgation out of there. Blood Crusher's on them though. They can't stay around here too long. They have to like freeze for a second to work out how to throw their melter bomb. And now you need to run, fellas, or maybe jump away. They're going to run. They're going to be okay, I think. Force Commander's in there with the Sacred Standard now. It's like a buffing machine. There's the Vindicate. Using his turbo penetrator rounds for some reason. Should be using Exodus against all this infantry. Hasn't done very well from what I've seen. He's got half a bar of XP. I guess he's killed something. But I talked him up. I do like to see that guy out, but should be taking out Dire Vendors left and right, I would think. I guess maybe they're leveled up now. Grenades all over the gaff. Force Commander's still in there. And he's a threat with that power sword against these Strat Squad fellas for sure. Gets the Purgation out. That's good target acquisition. Choosing them well. And gets the Strat Squad out. Don't think he can stay around for too much longer. There's the escape. Farseer. Look at this. Fully kitted out. Gravity Blade. Rune Armor and Spirit Stones. Uh-oh. I think it's gonna... yeah, it's gonna get away. Slaughter up on the Chaos Space Marines. That is the Psychic Storm though. And that is painful. Look at that thing. Is she gonna die while she casts it? Almost did. And that was a Ranger shot getting the kill. Devastator's in the field now, holding the mid. It is like just wide enough, this arc, to hold the mid completely, I think. There's that Vindicator. Still has the turbo penetrator rounds in. Should be switching to Exodus since, yeah, there aren't any vehicles on the red team. What are you up to, fella? Gets in behind cover there. 298 to 343. We have an autocannon and maybe another one. Grey Knight Dreadnought, hey. This fella starts with a big old flamer. Can get the pretty awesome plasma cannon and like twin linked bolter combo, which is fun. There's some corn worship. We have a bunker. Not sure if it's been upgraded or isn't. There isn't a way to tell, right? Unless you see. Well, it's not a medical bunker, but it might be a vehicle repair bunker. They don't have any vehicles. Tier 3 for eM7 could see some fire prisms soon, and they could do some work in the mid. Autark has not been upgraded. Look, eM7's making me a liar. But I said they're always upgraded quickly. I do think they are upgraded maybe a little bit too quickly sometimes. They can still jump around, disrupt and buff and stuff without a upgraded weapon. Oh hey, we have the plasma cannon and storm bolt or twin bolt, whatever it is, combo. Taking las cannon shots, but that is so awesome. Look at that firepower. Needs to get away from the las cannon though, and missile launcher shots coming in now. Force Commander very bravely gets in there. Very bravely. Stayed alive so long. Dreadnought's almost done for. That was so close. 19 hit points. This is a lot of stuff in the middle. What is the Warboss doing? Was trying to flank. Then said nope. Hit retreat. Some stuff did get out though. And they're going to decap the VP. Oh hey, a nuke from Monika. The Imperial Abyss. We have a Librarian also up for Itchy. Las Cannon can't really shoot this infantry effectively. That's a Psychic Storm. Vindicator has switched back to the Exodus rounds. Can you do something good? He's level 2. Come on, I want to see you kill something, buddy. Doesn't want it. Weird boy with the warpath. You might have seen him speeding around. Can't see the health bar of the Farseer. There we go. Boom, big chunks. Oh, Grey Knight Dreadnought's having some fun. Tried to kill the Force Commander there, I think. Level 4. Spirit Stone's doing that healiness. Healiness? Yes, it's a word now. You fellas gonna cap it or just blow it up? Maybe. They have that Commissar. Oh hey, Tank Buster Barrage. Is that really a good usage of it? Didn't do a huge amount of damage. And that costs red to do, remember? Lots of orky stuff costs red. This is not a good fight for you, Tank Busters. Again, we don't see the Cataclysms trying to get into melee. Maybe they were. Grenade is kind of dodged. Oh, but they're knocked back into another grenade. Nicely done there by eM7. These guys get up absolutely pissed using Slaughter, but everyone's run away. Triple cap for red. Great unclean one on the way for Monika. Avatar already on the field for eM7. Oh, look at this thing. Super unit for Eldar. Passively buffs nearby allied units. Allied infantry, that is. Gives them suppression immunity. And I think some damage buffs and stuff. And he's pretty good in combat too. And he might be able to lock down this area with big Wailing Doom strikes. And the Wrath of Cain thing. Get into melee, there we go. Power armored elbows. Just put spikes. Yeah, they have bayonet on there as well. Look at that. Good job stabbing action. Warboss getting a decap. Not messing around anymore. He's got his heavy armor and his claw out. As well as the boss pole, which could be very useful in big mid fights. Though I don't know if he's going to get his cap. We'll see. Here comes the Lord Commissar. Can do a special because of lead by example there. What was that? Oh hey, we've got some commandos. That was a burner bomb over there. Commanders are just awesome. And they cap faster these days in Elite Mod. Got some good DACA, anti-vehicle option, disruption, area denial. Can do it all. I guess they can't smack you in melee super well. Marco Zinc, CSM. There's that great unclean one. Super unit for chaos. Passively damages nearby enemies. Has some nasty abilities too. And he's going to take down a node. These guys are still meleeing the power node. What is going on? Get it done, fellas. 2-1 for red. Monika gets the power bash here. Now needs to get out of there. Don't want to hang around. Ranger's getting shots. Ouch. Is the Vindicator still alive? There he is. Not sure what he's doing over here. Pushing against the natural VP, I guess. Improvised explosive is there. Is the Vindicator a detector? He isn't. Level 3 strat squad. And yeah, both level 3. Well over 2,000 hit points. That's not too bad. Who's down over here? Is that the Solus? The dodgy brother captain, shall we say. Some questionable allies and a questionable name. Chaos Lord almost got auto-cannon to death, but does get out of there. Couldn't get a decap though. Some corn worship giving speed to the great unclean one. Something he could use. Here's the avatar now, eating a whole bunch of side cannons. Oh, were they shooting at this Eldar stuff back here maybe? Yeah, the tracer visual effects is kind of wonky on those things. They kind of end too early, as you can see. They are still hitting at stuff, it's just a visual thing. Great, and Kimon did some work, now backing away under worship. Force Commander's there. Oh, Lascannon gets a shot. Can they chase this guy down? I mean, you'd be surprised how quickly just over 6,000 hit points can disappear, especially on a big single entity like that. Good pressure. We've seen a big turnaround here from Person on the east side. Now has a Nob squad. With their Nob leader now getting meaner and greener. And that could be a big amount of trouble over there for the red team. They need to double up, I think. We have a Seer Council now for eM7. Power melee squad that can leap into combat. These commandos got a bit too close to catechins that can spot them. I think they wanted to sneak in and chuck a burner bomb there or something, but that's Seer Council on retreat path and they're not getting away. Orbital here from that's actually from Solus, I guess. It's a decent one. 102 to 308 on the VPs. It's a double here for blue. Can they get the triple? I think they are. They're capping the mid right now, right? Yep. Good old heretics are doing it. Uh-oh. Great unclean one is a demon, so we'll get health regen and energy regen from some worship. Uh-oh. Eldritch Storm from eM7. Great unclean one goes down. And that was really painful for Monika. Not sure what the big fella was doing up there. I guess he was helping that little offensive from the Orks. Should have backed up a little bit sooner. Stern Guard with their Vengeance rounds out with some anti-vehicle damage. Grenade Dreadnought escapes. Down goes the Force Commander, which just makes his Sacred Standard buff for even more. Oh, look at that. Very nice save there from Person. Beautifully done. Use the over dare throw from the Weird Boy to save the boys from that orbital. And another nuke over here. The Imperial Abyss. This is from Monika. And it's a pretty decent one. Knobs do escape. Still some Predators are standing in the abyss and they live. Of course they do. Tank Buster Barrage takes out the bunker. Are you guys level 4 now? Yes you are, well done. Those guys is not quite level 4. Still blue though, that VP. Red team kind of getting pinned back. And don't have good answers when they're not nuking stuff. Monika though has taken a beating, so good to see they push back here. A counter offensive by the red team. And they might need to get after the natural of the blues. 102 to 180. Marco's in CSM tearing apart those Rangers with the help of double strike squad there. They must have leveled up now, yep. Both level 4. These fellas with 2681 hit points now with their Justicar. Commissar's there to fight them. Yeah, need to get out. Force Commander's back on his feet, level 5 now. There's the Psycannons doing their thing. using their rending, which turns these tracers red. But they're being shot up. Dreadnought's still alive. He's done well, level 4, and now has the Maelstrom. I don't know why it's called a grenade launcher, but hey, maybe they'll change that. Paladin's on the field for Solus, and they immediately back away, which is the right thing to do. Warboss is pissed at his avatar, just goes in there. Well dodged by the other fellas. Did like no damage at all to the Warboss himself, basically. Some friendly fire from the Weird Boy. It's not an Orc game without Weird Boy friendly fire. Seer Council's still level 1. They don't want to go toe to toe with the knobs, really. I mean, they'll do good damage and with support can turn the tide, but they don't want a one-on-one fight, especially with Weird Boy support using his Warp Vomits. Avatar needs to be careful. Here comes the Knob Squad. They will fight anything. They'll have a go at anything. They've got their hammers now as well. See those orange rings? Those are momentum buffs. Every time they land a hit with the hammer, they get more damage, a bit more speed as well, I think. I think it stacks to like 4 rings or something. It's nice that you have a little visual indication of how the buff's going as well. Autark still doesn't have a weapon upgrade. 88 to 133. This might be a good plasma cannon shot. Oh, they ran away. Why would they run? Chaos Predator with Marco Zinch. Monika's recovered quite well. We have a D-cannon. Surprised at seeing the first of those. I thought we'd see a D-cannon before we saw Seer Council. Dreadnought's being tied up. And I assume literally cannot melee attack since he's got 2 ranged weapons. Where are... oh, Paladins again, torn apart here. Down they go. Holy grounds, but they met the ground. Predator needs to back away here, I think. One swing from the Avatar and he's done for. Dreadnought trying to get out. Does not. Tank took it down, I think. Level 2. Good pushback from the red team. But can they stabilize? No sign of a land raider or anything. Itchy cannot afford one. Could drop a nuke or bring some Terminators in though. So we might see some of that. There was the levitation field from the Farseer. Decent Wailing Doom. Avatar needs to back away. Needs to walk all the way back to base, I think. Wrath of Cain now. Did the Warboss go down? The Warboss went down. And the Avatar lives. 130 hit points. Well done. Oh, let's call the boys, I think. Getting some more knobs back into the field, but they instantly have to run. They had hard boys on them too. There's another global buff from the Warboss. Cap it, says Monika. It's generally good advice, I think, in Dawn of War 2. We got some commandos on the way. We have a Rhino on the way for Solus. Look at the resources that Monika has. Are they waiting for a Phobos or something? Deal with these tanks. Well, tank, there's only one of them. Done a really good job though. Level 3, this fella. Killed a lot of stuff. Like CSM models, for example. Those guys just disappeared. Late game in a 3v3, your stuff can die so fast. You've got to be kind of paranoid about everything you see. Like, is that just a Predator tank, or is that a Predator tank and 15 other things? Commando's being sneaky. And there's the Warpath speed bonus. There it is. And you get some damage resist, which is pretty nice. Double improvised explosives. Being spotted by the shooter boy Knob though. 4196. Person's doing the right thing going after this VP. But hey, red team had the same idea. It's the force spawner. Gets a decap. Doesn't go for the cap though. Huh. Monika thinks they should have gone for some noise brains. A blast master certainly would have been pretty useful in the mid there. We did well, says Solus. Yes, you did. Nice to see some encouragement in Dawn of War 2. Everyone's happy. Well played, says eM7. I guess Monika's not going to bother getting something out here. There's no time. We saw some Kashyyykin at the end from Fear. Here's one of them. Plasma guns and all. There's the game. couple of decisive engagements at the end for the red team. Got them it. Some good nukes thrown in there too. Level 5 Chaos Lord at level 4 Brother Captain. Not sure if this fella got any war gear. Level 5 Warboss, who was kitted out and extremely angry. Level 10 Lord Commissar did some absolute work. With stubbornness, of course, there's so many allies around. Big bonuses there. Farseer level 5 did some good stuff. Psychic Storm and Levitation and all that stuff. And Force Commander, super buff time, actually got his Power Fist out too at the end. Well, there you have it, guys. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. And I'll see you next time.